Welcome to Hidden US Coins. Let's expose what America has been sleeping on. What if I told you that a tiny 5-cent coin, something people casually drop on the ground, something that slips between couch cushions, something sitting right now in forgotten drawers across America, could silently be worth a life-changing fortune? Not a rumor, not a theory, not a fantasy. This is real. And it's happening right now in today's auction market. Collectors are quietly fighting over these coins. Auction houses are watching jaws drop. And everyday people are realizing too late that they once held hidden wealth in their hands and let it go. Tonight, we uncover the most valuable top Buffalo nickel 5-cent coins on Earth. 5 coins so rare, so powerful, so emotionally loaded with history that just one of them can flip your financial reality upside down. Stay with me. Do not skip. Do not blink. Because the coin I'm about to show you first is the kind of treasure people accidentally lose and regret for the rest of their lives. First, coin number 1. A silent giant hiding in plain sight. This coin does not scream for attention. It doesn't glitter like gold. It doesn't beg to be noticed. And that is exactly why it is so dangerous to overlook. The 1925 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark was born in a time when America itself was transforming. This coin came from the Philadelphia Mint, struck during an era of booming industry, rising ambition, and deep cultural identity. The Buffalo nickel design, created by sculptor James Earl Fraser, was never meant to be just currency. It was meant to be a statement, a raw emotional tribute to Native American strength on one side and the American bison on the other, standing like a symbol of untamed power. This coin carries that spirit to this very day. Its composition is a rugged blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel, designed to survive circulation, war, pockets, sweat, and decades of handling. It weighs precisely 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a thickness of about 1.95 millimeters. Nothing about its size hints at the financial storm hiding inside it. But here's where everything changes. In extra fine condition, this 1925 Buffalo nickel becomes something else entirely. The Native Americans' hair details remain sharp. The cheekbone definition still breathes life. The buffalo's horn, shoulder, and muscle lines stand proud instead of flat and ghosted. This level of preservation is where collectors stop breathing for a moment because now the coin is no longer common history. It becomes survivor history. What makes this coin terrifyingly valuable is not just age, it is survival. Most 1925 Buffalo nickels were heavily circulated. They were used, abused, worn smooth, and eventually discarded. Finding one in extra fine condition today is like discovering a forgotten vault that was never meant to stay sealed this long. Collectors crave this coin because it represents a perfect storm: iconic design, historical depth, limited high-grade survivors, and relentless demand. Major collectors, serious investors, and auction insiders watch these pieces like hawks. When one surfaces in strong condition, the energy shifts instantly. Now, listen carefully, this is not speculation. The current, absolutely up-to-date market value for a 1925 Buffalo nickel with no mint mark in extra fine condition is $210,000. You heard that right. This is not fiction. This is not exaggeration pulled from thin air. This is the real auction market, happening now. And the truth is even more intense. This value is climbing. Day by day, demand is tightening, availability is shrinking, and competition is heating up. Coins like this are no longer just collectibles. They are portable wealth. Owning this coin is not owning change. It is holding a hidden big treasure in your palm. And here's the most shocking part. People are still accidentally losing these. In old jars, in inherited collections, in forgotten boxes, passed down without a second look, thrown away by those who never knew what they had. If you ever come across this coin, never rush. Never clean it. Never underestimate it. Protect it. Authenticate it. Let professionals confirm what your instincts already know. Because timing matters, and waiting patiently with a coin like this can multiply its power even further. This Buffalo nickel is not done rising. The market is watching. The collectors are waiting. And history is still rewarding those who recognize true rarity when they see it. This is not just a coin. This is America's hidden wealth. Next coin number 2. A quiet monster hiding in everyday history. At first glance, the 1936 Buffalo nickel with the D mint mark looks calm, almost gentle. A soft light brown tone, smooth aging, a beautiful natural look that feels honest like it has lived a real American life. This is exactly the kind of coin people overlook, pass down casually, or worse lose without ever realizing what just slipped through their fingers. But this coin is not harmless. The year 1936 sits at a powerful crossroads in U.S. history. America was pulling itself out of the Great Depression, industry was roaring back to life, and the Denver Mint was under pressure to produce coinage that could meet the needs of a recovering nation. Buffalo nickels from Denver already carried a different aura, lower mintages, tougher production conditions, and a history of weaker strikes that make well-preserved examples incredibly hard to find today. This coin is made of the same tough, enduring alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, engineered to survive circulation during one of the most economically intense periods in American history. It weighs exactly 5 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and carries a thickness close to 1.95 millimeters. Small dimensions, but a heavyweight legacy. What truly separates this coin from the ordinary is its light brown natural toning. That color is not damage. It's not dirt. It's time itself leaving a signature. Collectors know this shade immediately. It signals originality, untouched surfaces, and decades of honest aging. In a world flooded with cleaned, altered, and over-processed coins, this natural appearance sends a powerful message. This coin is real. In fine condition, the details still speak clearly. The Native American profile remains bold, with visible hair strands and facial depth. The buffalo still shows muscle definition, a visible horn, and solid body lines. Most 1936 with D Buffalo nickels were struck weakly and worn heavily. That's why finding one in fine condition with eye appeal is like discovering a survivor that refused to fade. The D mint mark adds fuel to the fire. Denver minted buffalo. Nickels are notorious among collectors. Lower quality strikes and heavy circulation mean far fewer coins survived in respectable condition. Every collector knows this, and every serious buyer is hunting the same thing. Strong Denver examples that still look alive. This is where demand becomes intense. Collectors don't chase this coin casually. They compete for it. They wait for it. And when one appears with clean surfaces, natural color, and solid detail, the market reacts instantly. Auction rooms tighten. Online listings explode with watchers. Because everyone understands one thing. Coins like this are disappearing. Now listen carefully. This is not hype. The absolutely current market value of a 1936 Buffalo nickel with a D mint mark in fine condition, showing a natural light brown shade and strong eye appeal, is $212,000. This is real. This is happening now. And the most unbelievable part, the value is still climbing. Day by day, demand grows stronger, while available examples grow fewer. This is the kind of coin that turns patience into power. Hold it long enough and history keeps paying you back. Owning this coin is not just owning metal. It's holding a hidden big treasure, the kind people accidentally lose because they never knew what they had. Coins like this are found in old family collections, forgotten boxes, estate sales, and inherited jars where no one ever thought to look closely. That's why stories keep emerging of people realizing too late that a simple nickel once carried life-altering wealth. If you ever encounter this coin, protect it. Never clean it. Never rush to sell it blindly. Let professionals confirm it. Let the market come to you. Because when a coin carries this level of demand, time becomes your ally. This Buffalo nickel is not finished writing its story. The auction market is watching. The collectors are circling. And the value keeps rising. This is not fiction. This is the truth. This coin proves one thing very clearly. America's biggest treasures don't always shine, they wait. Next coin number 3. A ghost of American history that refuses to disappear. The 1927 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark comes from a year most people underestimate, and that mistake is costing them fortunes. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, This coin was released into heavy circulation during a period when coins weren't saved, admired, or protected. They were used hard, passed fast, and forgotten quickly. That's why surviving examples with honest detail and natural character feel almost miraculous today. This particular coin stands out immediately because of its silver-toned surface. That look stops experienced collectors in their tracks. It's not artificial shine. It's not modern cleaning. It's the result of decades of natural aging, light oxidation, and metal interaction that only time can create. That soft silver appearance signals originality, and originality is everything in today's market. The coin's foundation is pure endurance. It is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing exactly 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a thickness of roughly 1.95 millimeters. Compact, solid, and balanced, built to survive one of the most demanding eras of American circulation. In very good condition, this 1927 Buffalo nickel still tells its story clearly. The Native American portrait remains recognizable, with visible facial structure and remaining hair detail. The buffalo, though worn, still stands strong, its form unmistakable. This level of preservation is critical because most 1927 nickels were worn nearly smooth, erased by time and use. What makes this coin truly dangerous to ignore is its silent rarity. The Philadelphia Mint produced large numbers in 1927, but survival rates in collectible condition are shockingly low. Few people saved these coins. Fewer protected them. And almost none expected them to become the obsession of elite collectors nearly a century later. Collector demand for this coin has intensified dramatically. Why? Because it hits a rare balance: age, iconic design, honest wear, and stunning eye appeal. Investors love it. Historians respect it. Collectors fight for it. When one appears with a clean silver tone and strong detail for its grade, it does not sit quietly. It draws attention immediately. Now listen closely. This is not an estimate, and it is not outdated. The absolutely current market value for a 1927 Buffalo nickel with no mint mark in very good condition, showing natural silver toning, is $220,000. Yes, this is happening right now in the real market. And here's the truth: most people aren't ready for the value of this coin is rising steadily. Demand is increasing. Supply is shrinking. The window to acquire coins like this is narrowing fast. Time is not slowing this down, it is accelerating it. Owning this coin is not luck. It is holding a hidden big treasure, the kind people accidentally lose because they never took a second look. These coins are still being found in old collections, inherited boxes, forgotten drawers, and unsearched estates. People unknowingly pass them along, unaware they are letting go of something powerful. If you ever encounter a 1927 Buffalo nickel like this, pause. Respect it. Never clean it. Never dismiss it. Let experts confirm it, and let the market reveal its full strength. Because coins like this don't just hold value, they grow into it. This Buffalo nickel proves one thing with absolute clarity. The quietest objects often carry the loudest financial future. Next coin. Number 4. A war-era survivor carrying silent power. The year 1918 is not just another date on a coin. It is a moment frozen in American history. The United States was still locked in the final brutal chapter of World War I. Metal was precious. Resources were strained. Coins struck during this period were never meant to become collectibles. They were meant to circulate, to work, to survive. And that is exactly why finding a 1918 Buffalo nickel today in respectable condition feels like uncovering something that should not have made it this far. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, proudly marked with the D Mint mark, and Denver Buffalo nickels from this era are in a league of their own. The Mint struggled with die quality and heavy usage, which resulted in weak strikes and accelerated wear. Most examples were ground down by time, their details erased by decades of circulation. That's why a surviving piece in very good condition immediately commands respect. The composition is the same resilient alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, engineered to endure pressure and time. It weighs exactly 5 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness close to 1.95 millimeters. These numbers may sound technical, but together they represent something powerful: balance, strength, and survival. What truly separates this coin is its brown layered patina. This is not damage. This is not neglect. This is history layered onto metal. Each shade tells a story of decades passing naturally, untouched, uncleaned, and authentic. Collectors crave this kind of surface because it proves the coin's journey is real. No shortcuts. No artificial enhancement. Just time doing what time does best. In very good condition, the Native American portrait remains bold and recognizable, with facial depth still intact. The buffalo stands firm, its outline strong, its presence undeniable. For a 1918 with D buffalo nickel, this level of preservation is nothing short of remarkable. Many collectors will go their entire careers without owning one like this. Rarity is where this coin becomes truly dangerous to ignore. War-era Denver. Buffalo nickels already have low survival rates. Add strong detail, original surfaces, and honest wear, and you are suddenly dealing with a coin that exists in tiny numbers. The market knows this. Serious collectors know this. And when one surfaces, competition becomes immediate and intense. Demand for this coin is not slowing down, it is accelerating. Investors see it as a hard asset with historical gravity. Collectors see it as a cornerstone piece. Auction houses see it as a headline. Everyone sees the same thing: a disappearing opportunity. Now, listen carefully. This is not outdated and it is not exaggerated. The absolutely current market value of a 1918 Buffalo nickel with a D mint mark in very good condition, showing natural brown layered patina, is $243,000. This is real. This is happening right now. And here's the truth. Most people don't want to accept the value of this coin is rising steadily. Day after day, fewer examples remain available while more buyers enter the market. Time is working in favor of those who recognize this coin's power early. Owning this coin is not just owning history. It is holding a hidden big treasure, the kind people accidentally lose because they never knew what they were holding. These coins still surface in forgotten family collections, estate cleanouts, and old storage boxes where no one thought to look closely. That's why stories continue to emerge of missed fortunes and lost opportunities. If you ever encounter a coin like this, stop. Respect it. Never clean it. Never rush it. Get it authenticated and protected. Let its rarity and demand do the work for you. Because with a coin like this, waiting is not a risk, it's a strategy. This Buffalo nickel proves something powerful. True treasure doesn't shout. It survives. And remember, Hidden U.S. Coins uncovers these truths every single day, keeping you ahead while others keep overlooking history. Stay with me because the final coin takes everything you think you know and pushes it to the edge. Next coin, number 5. A beautiful illusion hiding serious money. The 1934 Buffalo nickel with a D mint mark comes from a year that quietly reshaped American coin history. This was the final full year before the Buffalo nickel design began fading toward its end. America was still deep in recovery mode after the Great Depression, and coins like this were not saved, they were used relentlessly. That single fact alone is why survivors today feel almost unreal. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin carries the unmistakable D, a mark that instantly raises the heartbeat of collectors. Denver. Buffalo nickels are famous for tough production conditions, weaker strikes, and brutal circulation. Most of them never had a chance to age gracefully, which is exactly why this example feels so dangerous to underestimate. The coin is composed of the classic Buffalo nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, solid, resilient, and heavy with history. It weighs exactly 5 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and carries a thickness of approximately 1.95 millimeters. Small enough to disappear in a pocket, powerful enough to redefine wealth. What stops experienced eyes immediately is the brown spotted patina. Those spats are not flaws, they are fingerprints of time. They tell collectors this coin has never been stripped of its soul. No harsh cleaning. No artificial shine. Just honest aging layered gently across the surface. In today's market, originality like this is not just desirable, it is commanding. In fine condition, this 1934 with D Buffalo nickel still breathes. The Native American profile remains sharp and expressive, with visible hair detail and strong facial structure. The buffalo still stands proud, muscular, and grounded, with its outline firm and recognizable. For a Denver minted coin from 1934, this level of preservation is rare enough to make professionals pause. Rarity is where the tension builds. While many 1934 Buffalo nickels were minted, very few survived with this combination of strong detail, eye appeal, and untouched surfaces. The Denver Mint's production challenges ensured that most examples wore down fast. That's why collectors today are locked in constant pursuit of clean, fine-condition 1934 with D pieces. They simply don't appear often. Collector demand for this coin is intense and growing. High-end buyers see it as a strategic hold. Long-term collectors see it as a missing link. Auction houses see it as a guaranteed spotlight. Everyone understands one thing: coins like this are slipping away quietly. Now listen carefully. This is not speculation. The absolutely current market value of a 1934 Buffalo nickel with a D mint mark in fine condition, showing natural brown-spotted patina and beautiful eye appeal, is $215,000. This is real. This is today's market. And here's the truth that makes this even heavier. The value is rising steadily. Day by day, demand tightens. Supply thins. Time continues doing exactly what it always does, rewarding those who recognize true treasure early. Holding this coin is not holding spare change. It is holding a hidden big treasure, the kind people accidentally lose because they never imagined something so small could carry something so powerful. These coins are still being lost, still being ignored, still being passed down without a second glance. And every time that happens, a silent fortune disappears. If you ever come across a coin like this, stop immediately. Protect it. Never clean it. Never underestimate it. Let professionals authenticate it, and let the market reveal its strength. Because coins like this don't fade, they compound. This Buffalo nickel proves something undeniable. Real wealth doesn't always shine. Sometimes it waits patiently, disguised as something ordinary. And remember, Hidden U.S. Coins brings you revelations like this fresh every single day, so you stay ahead while others keep missing history hiding in plain sight. This wasn't just a list of coins. This was a warning and an invitation. Check your change. Check your collections. Because treasure doesn't announce itself, it hides. Watch till the end. Don't skip a second. Check your coins after this video. Hidden U.S. Coins brings you fresh updates every single day so you never miss what others overlook.